Language comes with melodies. Language comes with melodies. Language comes with melodies. So, when we talk about formulation, one of the things we don't emphasize as much as we could is the melody of what you're formulating. If I backtrack just a bit, we learn certain phrases, and we learn the words, but we also learn a certain timbre, melody, and rhythm. And often we don't realize we're just imitating, almost as if it were a cliche, that melody that came with that sentence. We don't choose that melody. So somebody will say, that was so hard. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That little gliss. Now, did they choose that was so hard? They take an exam. That was so hard. No, it almost came pre-packaged, that melody. But if we try to add some alternatives, could that set of words be spoken differently? That was so hard. That was so hard. What would it be like if we thought that something was hard was something desirable? But the melody won't let us have that thought. Our body gets into, that was so hard, and look over here. Over and again, how we're taught things comes with a packaged speech. And in the second instance, the language has stress patterns in it. And unless you're aware of these stress patterns, you can be imitating the stress patterns and not know what the language is doing. So by stress patterns, I mean the emphasized word. So I could say, what has that got to do with me? The stress word is me. It's given its stress by being loud, being a gliss, being a timbre. Okay, the stressed word will actually draw a distinction and point to the question it's answering. So if somebody says, what does that got to do with me? The question that that person's answering is, who does that have to do with? Well, what's that got to do with me? If I use another example, the one that Herbert would use is, I want to go home with you. I said that with almost no stress. But supposing I said, I want to go home with you. I want to go home with you. What question am I answering? I'm answering the question, where do you want to go with me? I want to go home with you. I could say this sentence in a different way. I want to go home with you. I want to go home with you. Stressed word, you. So what question is that sentence answering? Who do you want to go home with? I want to go home with you. Who wants to go home with me? I want to go home with you. In a certain way, I want to go home with you is almost 6 different sentences, depending on the stress. And the idea of language is to try to choose the stress that's answering the question you wish to be asked.